Okay, let's try this again. Case study 0030, part 2. Hansel and Gretel with comedian Nate Todd. When Gretel falls under a dark spell and organizes a coven of witches, Hansel must find the courage to fight his twin sister and the sinister forces controlling her. Okay, let's do this.
So then they're all like in the gingerbread house. Mm-hmm. Hansel's like, I don't know, looking at a map or some shit. And then Gretel comes in with one of the witches and she's like, I gotta go do stuff. And then the witch is like, hey, let me talk to your brother. We'll be like besties. And she does some weird glimmer, like seduction on Hansel. And he, for a fucking witch hunter, he does not like resist whatsoever.
Not at all.
He's just like, what? Yeah, absolutely. Let me do whatever you fucking want me to do. Like,
she's like, babe, wouldn't it be so cute? It'd be so us if you just killed yourself right now. And he's like, you're right.
That would be so dope. Oh my God.
That would be so dope. A lot of hot people in this film.
Yeah, oh my, absolutely.
So many sexy people.
And so Gretel walks in, convinces Hansel to knife her, the other witch, in the eye.
In the eye, yeah.
Which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. And then Gretel eats the other witch like fucking animal.
Yeah.
So fucking gross.
Of which Hansel, willfully ignorant
he's just
to Gretel's cannibalism at this point.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's just like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. I'm still hypnotized or whatever, if that's what you want to think. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's like, we got to go get Jacob and Willie. There's safety in numbers. For who? Jacob and Willie are fucking fine.
Yeah.
You want more people to protect you. Jacob and Willie, no problems.
And at this point, there's not really a villain to this movie.
Nah.
Like there's safety in numbers from like an idea.
Exactly.
A concept.
100%.
An inconvenience, if you will.
Yep.
But I love when they're together.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, Gretel is cutting tomatoes. But she's cutting it with a cleaver knife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I watch that scene and I go, that seems like a weird knife to cut tomatoes with. I'm going to Google what you use a cleaver knife for.
Sure.
You want to know what you don't use a cleaver knife for?
Oh, is it tomatoes?
Soft vegetables like tomatoes.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. And it turns out you need a giant-ass knife that's 6 inches by 4 inches to cut bones or thick meats or
weird.
like rhubarb. And, like her using a cleaver knife for tomatoes is...
Okay, but can we talk about the tomatoes? Because the snack that she serves everybody up is what looked to me like slices of tomato with American cheese on top of them. Is that a snack I don't know about? What the fuck is that?
Maybe it has...
No.
Okay. I was like, this is some like Appalachia bruschetta situation.
But they're in California.
Yeah, I know. But...
Appalachia bruschetta.
All I'm saying is, if you're using a cleaver knife to cut tomatoes, is like using a ladle to scoop ice cream.
Makes no sense.
It gets the job done. Yeah.
Maybe.
Makes no sense. It's too much. It'll get you what you need, but there are way easier ways to get that done.
Absolutely. And this is where Hansel goes off, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Gretel tries to seduce Jacob. And he's like, totally like in a glimmer and like, oh, that sounds awesome, but I'm super fucking gay. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay.
Well, she seduces him. Yes.
Yes.
But do you know what she says to seduce him?
I forget.
Because I wrote down a quote.
Oh, please do.
That I just think feminism has just gone has come so far. She goes,
Since 5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, right? Because, obviously feminism wasn't invented
Right.
until...
Obviously.
Yeah, until Catherine Bigelow won the Oscar for Best Director for The Hurt Locker. That's when feminism was invented.
Right.
Just kidding. We all know that feminism was invented when Poverty Shallow and Sari from Survivor and two other people whose names I can't remember, Brittany and something else, they were on Survivor, and they managed to convince the one remaining man on Survivor, because they were the final 5.
Sure.
They managed to convince him, who was like a 22-year-old ice cream scooper at the time, to give... Parvati convinced this man to give her his immunity idol.
Okay.
So he was no longer
immune
to being voted out, and those 4 girls just like voted him off.
Okay.
But she managed to convince him. She's like, it will be good for you to do this.
I have a few questions.
Yes.
I've never watched Survivor in my life.
Oof, God. Great show.
First question, there's a woman named Poverty? Is that what you said?
Pavarti.
Oh, Pavarti.
Okay. Pavarti Shallow, not
okay.
Pavarti. Pavarti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Scratch that.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Second question.
We call her Parv.
Nice. I have no second questions.
Yes.
Valid observation. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you so much. Oh, well, I didn't even get to the point where I was like a quote that was like feminism has gone so far, and then I went on a Survivor tangent, which is something that I definitely like to do. But no, she goes, Gretel to Jacob, she goes, I think you need to make love to me. Then pluck your eyes out.
Yes.
I'm just like, wow. Well, what do we find out about Jacob? Tressa, tell me.
He's
what
like,
happens?
No, thank you. I prefer cock.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? I wrote, Jacob is gay. Finally a gay character. I haven't seen a lot of asylum films, but there hasn't been a lot of gay ones in the ones that I've seen.
There isn't. And he wasn't gross, flamboyant gay, which I fully... The fact that I had no fucking idea what Jacob and Willie's relationship was makes me feel better about the fact that he was gay.
Yeah.
He was just a person, and I like that.
Do you follow queer representation in mainstream media in terms of, like, public response?
I don't know.
It's not a big thing now, but during like the early or the late 90s and early 2000s and kind of even the early 2010s when they would have gay characters in shows, there was a lot of animosity from gay viewers, queer viewers.
Sure.
Because they're like, oh, cool. That's so great that you gave us a gay character in this TV show. You gave us one, and he's definitely white.
Right. And a stereotype.
Yeah. Or she's definitely white, right? And if it's a she's usually bisexual, which of course is fine, but it's like we gotta make her a little straight.
Right.
Yeah. And then they die. Any queer character in a TV show done like pre-second Obama administration
Sure.
dies in the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't have them sticking around because they would make everybody gay and realize that it's fine.
Exactly. So, of course, Jacob dies 3 seconds after you find out he's gay.
And that's the thing. It is literally 3 seconds after you find out because you have absolutely no idea what the situation is.
Nope.
It's fine. He's dead.
I literally wrote and reacted. I was like, yeah, we have a gay character and he's dead.
Ugh, crap. We get back to the weird coven camp, which God. I still don't fucking understand what this whole coven camp... Like, they're witches. Get a nice hotel room. It's fine.
And, okay, this whole coven camp... I find it interesting because the only distinguishable piece of the location is the fireplace.
Right.
That Lilith died in.
Okay, let me stop you real quick.
Okay.
Like, that's where I had some confusion. Like, was this an actual, like, outdoorsy campsite, or was this just Lilith's house at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's the estate of Lilith. Because they talk about that earlier in the film, where they're like, oh, this was her house, blah, blah, blah. They say something like that.
Right.
But, like, the location, like, the main focal point of this area is literally the door of the fireplace or the burning chamber that she died in, where they would cook people.
Right.
Which is the first thing that exploded in the first movie. So why is that there?
Magic.
Oh, okay. Literally, the house is gone. Everything's gone. It's now on ground level because that shit was in the basement.
Right.
And they're like, oh, no, the stove. That made it.
Magic.
The thing where the explosion started, there.
Magic.
Okay, magic. There you go.
Asked,
there you go.
answered.
And they talk about a life force.
Yeah, no, this is when the Black Witch is like, I feel lots of people died under my feet or whatever. Like, she's got a lot of weird, like, hoodoo shit going on that I feel could be very offensive, but I don't understand it fully, so I can't say. Anyway, she realizes that Cersei's dead. Cersei is the woman that...
That was the Indian one that got stabbed in the eye.
Yes, stabbed in the eye.
Who, super hot.
So every single fucking one of them are super fucking hot.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
Her costume with you were talking about it earlier, the leather high rise or low rise pants.
Plastic, but yeah.
I was like, I see Hansel's point.
Yeah, it was all very, very late 90s, early 2000s, low riding plastic pants, and I was there for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Stronger by Britney Spears was playing in my head. This is the part where I wrote in my notes, there is 20 minutes left in this film. And at what point does it actually become Gretel versus Hansel?
Right. Don't hold your breath. But we also have, at this point, a really great conversation between Willie and Hansel about, why don't you like me? You should come out. And this is another thing. Like, Hansel keeps going, hey, you should come witch hunting with me. And once all this is done, and everyone's like, no, that sounds awful. No, I don't want to do that. And Willie's in the car finally. He's like, oh, well, if you want to date me, you should totally come witch hunting with me when this is all done.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my hobbies.
Exactly. And it's just like, you know what? Chill out.
Yeah.
It was all about video games before, and now it's all about witch hunting, and no one wants anything to do with anything that.
Oh, yeah.
Just chill the fuck out.
It's like a girl's dating a guy, and the guy gets into improv, and now the girl's like, fuck, I have to go to so many improv shows now.
I'm going to have to meet so many improvisers, and that fucking sucks.
I have to kill so many witches.
So they get out of the van and they're like, oh, there's a box on the doorstep. Let's see what's in that fucking box. Oh my God. Hey, guess what's in that box, Nate?
Does it happen to be queer eye for the boxed queer eye for the boxed boy?
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It is the eyeballs of Jacob the queer.
With a note that said, I had balls on Candlewood Street. And this right here is when my mind fucking blew out of my fucking head, because the next line, I wrote it down and I have to quote it exactly. Hansel says, Jacob, he told me in confidence that he fucking kicked the shit out of Rudy Ray Moore on Candlewood Street. Okay.
I'm so intrigued by this right now.
Do you know who Rudy Ray Moore is?
I have no idea who Rudy Ray Moore is.
That's fair. Do you know what Dolomite is?
Oh, it sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
It's fine. It was a blaxploitation film from the 70s that was like action/comedy. The character Dolomite was written and performed by Rudy Ray Moore, who also had, I saved a screenshot for you because I wasn't sure if you would remember.
Well, Eddie Murphy was in that film.
Yes,
Dolomite is my name.
Absolutely, and that's what it was.
Okay, thank you.
And let me show you a photo of one of his comedy albums. It's called Eat Out More Often. A naked couple, the woman on a chaise lounge. I mean, he was a genius comedy dude who did action movies under the name Dolomite. What the fuck does Rudy Ray Moore have to do with Hansel and Gretel? This was the most confusing line of the movie.
Was there a writer on the team that was like, I just took a black pulp culture class, guys, And okay, I'll fucking say it. There's no black people in this film. Well, okay, there's one.
I mean, it's
and there's a
diverse
diverse cast of witches.
That's true.
But they were like, we have to put another reference in.
You cannot bring forth the name Rudy Ray Moore and not expect anyone to be like, oh, Dolomite, sure, fine. That was confusing and great to me. I love that they're like, no one's going to get this reference that everyone knows about that's over the age of 50. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for restating word for word the note.
Yep.
Because later on, which we're probably going to dive into.
Yes.
I was like, is that Jacob's testicles?
Oh my God.
Hanging there? But the note had referred to balls.
Yes.
So clearly correct.
I didn't write down what the note said, but...
Oh, I mean, you just said it. You said like something balls. Or maybe that's just what I heard.
Oh, no, but yes. They find the eyeball. He says that. And then...
Oh, maybe you said eyeballs instead of balls.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But they get to Candlewood Street because they're like, oh, obviously this is a clue. We need to go to Candlewood Street. And there are testicles hanging from a sign with a note that says something about something. I don't fucking care. But it's just like there were so many like, here's a body piece that's been separated from a body and a note attached to it. Oh my God.
Dude.
You know what?
Okay. 2 comments on this situation.
Sure.
One.
Yep.
I do love a dismembered scavenger hunt. I think that's a really fun idea for a horror film.
Not enough people get to do it. I mean, the spring is the perfect time. You get to go outside.
Thank you.
You get to search. You get to figure out clues.
You get to learn new things about the town that you grew up in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was like, a dismembered body scavenger hunt? Like, fuck, yeah. That sounds
fucking
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I used to have block parties when I grew up in Colorado Springs.
Sure.
Scavenger hunts were like the shit. All the parents were like, we want to get drunk and smoke weed that we paid $40 a gram for because it's the early 2000s. We're going to put these kids on a fucking scavenger hunt and open up all of our garages.
Absolutely.
Best memories ever. It was great. Love a scavenger hunt. If I was a serial killer,
but it sounds amazing.
It was great. Yeah. Growing up in Colorado, pretty fucking cool.
Sounds like it.
Other comment. I loved when Hansel was like, he may not be dead. Because at this point, Willie is going fucking ape nuts.
Right, because this person that she has a relationship that we don't know what that relationship is missing.
Oh, yeah.
And eyeball.
Never underestimate the power of friendship and love between a fag hag and her fag. You can take that if you want, but no. Yeah, she's not doing great because of her gay friend being dead. And I just like how he goes, he may not be dead. And honestly, I'm not telling you this as a gay man. I'm telling you this as just a man born a man.
Sure.
Or just a human born as someone who identifies as a man.
Sure.
If I am dismembered so much that my eyeballs and testicles are no longer attached to my person, kill me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Literally slit my throat.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like, he may not be dead. I hope he is.
Yeah, no.
For his sake.
Yes. Give me a homemade hysterectomy and pull out my eyeballs. No, just kill me. I don't need any of that. No. I don't need my eyeballs to be pulled out of their sockets.
No.
And survive that. I'm fine if you just want to kill me after that. And quickly.
Hands down. Yeah.
No.
That quote that you just said about hysterectomy, kill me, blah blah. That reminds me of the movie Aaron Brockovich.
Never watched it, yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It gave Julia Roberts the Oscar that she was essentially entitled to. Yeah, sorely deserved, was entitled to. The whole point of the movie, and it's about a town who, they're drinking water that's being contaminated by, big business America, Ronald McDonald, whatever.
Yeah, I live in America. I get it.
Yeah. And this one woman, and it's sad because it's a true story, but this one woman, one of the characters that lives in the town, she has to get a hysterectomy and a mastectomy because of the cancer that developed from drinking the water. And she says this quote, which I think in the early 2000s was meant to resonate. But now if it was said, it would be like, and she goes, if you no longer have breasts and if you no longer have a uterus, are you even a woman at this point? And it's like,
Okay.
Honey, having parts has nothing to do with being a woman.
Okay, let me get this.
Or at least, like, you do not have to have parts to be a woman.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
And let me just, like, reiterate, when I say homemade hysterectomy, I mean, if you're going to mutilate me with a knife, yes, murder me. Also, if you want to cut off my tits, homemade style, get me to a hospital afterwards so I can heal properly, but they are fair game. Just fucking take them off. I do not care.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways. Yeah.
All right, so did we get to testicles yet? We went to Candlewood.
Yeah, then because I was like, is that Jacob's testicles? Because they're just like hanging there like a douchebag hangs testicles on the back of his pickup truck in South Carolina. It's like, okay, we get it. You know, you don't know how to read, but you voted for Trump.
Absolutely. I had to link a dollop episode to my husband because he didn't understand what truck nuts were. He had no understanding that they existed. But there's a really great The Dollop where they talk about the people that stole the idea of truck nuts and made money off of it. The fact that anyone stole that fucking idea blows my mind.
Do the people that now profit off it, are they on our side?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely
I was
not.
like, if this is exploitative, sign me the fuck up. I will buy truck nuts and use them to beat up a guy hitting on my friend at a gay bar.
Yes, put them on the back of your
why are you
bike.
at a gay bar? You're straight, so is my friend.
But no, it just fucking sucks all the way around.
Oh, damn.
So, like, we find his nuts hanging on a thing, and there's a note attached that said something about, hey, we used to play cowboys and Indians here, which also not cool. So they go to, like, another camping site. Is this a new camping site? I don't understand. Whatever. In the rest of my notes, I call Hansel and Willie the dummy couple because I don't know what else to call them, and I didn't want to write down Hansel and Gretel or Hansel and Willie every single time. Dummy couple find a couple of ears.
Yes.
All right. Meantime, we find out Gretel came to the Black Witch and she's like, gives her a garbage bag and she's like, here's my brother, get off my back. And the Black Witch opens up the bag and she's like, dope, I fucking love to eat people. And she's just mowing down on this guts and bodies and whatever. And obviously it's Jacob, it's fine, whatever.
You heard of a shelf with an elf on it, but have you heard of a bag with a...
Oh my god, I love you so much.
I love you so much. I love how at some point during this, and I hope I'm not speaking too soon,
Yeah.
Hansel goes, I killed cheerleaders tougher than you. And I heard that and I go, weird sentence out of context.
Weird brag, bro.
Weird brag.
So dummy couple come into Black Witch who is eating Jacob's body.
Yes.
And they're like, trying to like, it was a weird scene because they were like hiding but fighting. And she just kept like pushing him and like making him float in space or whatever. There's a shot where Willie's like, what are we going to do? And it's like they have this full on conversation. You're being attacked by a witch.
Yeah, by a sorceress.
Willie has a really bad habit of just like, let's talk about our feelings while we're being attacked by this.
Why this necromancer tries to literally eat our organs.
Yeah, I mean, they'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm a white woman. They'll wait for me.
Okay, honestly, though, you can't blame her for having that kind of reasoning. They're in LA at this point.
There's a long history.
She grew up in San Bernardino. Like, she is used to being catered to.
Yes, it's fair.
At this point in the movie, I think to myself, Gretel needs to pick a fucking side.
Right. Because she doesn't have a side, but she does. But she doesn't because she's like, hey, guys, what's going on? And then she goes to the witches and she's like, hey, guys, what's going on? We're all friends. What's up? Sexy, tall boot witch with the weird shrug is like, you've been stealing our essences. You're the one who's been killing us.
Is this Mariska Hargitay?
Yep.
Okay.
And I just read my favorite quote. And they're at her grandma's house.
I hope that your favorite quote is also my favorite quote. Because I have a quote in this general area.
And the witch is like, are you team witch? Are you team, what's your deal, Gretel? And Gretel's like, oh, I'll show you what fucking team I'm on. And she punches her grandma's She punches her grandma's head straight off her body. And then Hansel walks in and he says, quote,
Yes.
Please fucking explain why you tore off our grandmother's head. That is a fair question.
So, honestly, correct. If someone said that to me, I would literally look into a mirror.
I need to reflect on this because that is valid.
Okay, continuity error at this point.
Yeah.
Before that happens, they get a text from Grandma.
Right.
That's like a photo of her or something, and it says like the contact is Grandma.
Yeah.
But the text is blue on an iPhone, meaning it was sent from an iPhone. But Grandma has a Nokia phone.
We all know this because she is Grandma.
So I'm like, did you get an update?
While we were fighting witches?
Literally, your grandchildren are risking their lives, and you're just like, I'm due for an upgrade.
That's cool. I need an iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Because it's whatever year.
I paid off my old phone, so I get $200 off. I thought that was kind of funny.
Didn't notice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I did love that line.
Yes.
It was not one of my favorites.
Oh.
Or it wasn't the favorite that I listed that I was hoping.
Yeah.
But I love that we have different favorite lines because we're just like, we have so much in common, but also we have things that make us
we have our own
individual.
People. Yes, we're our own people.
Individualistic. She goes, taste me now, bitch.
That's the next line I wrote down.
Taste me now, bitch. I'm going to put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So now Gretel is the leader of the coven because there's only her and the licking witch. That's what I'm going to call her because that's all she does.
Mariska Lickate.
Marislicky. No, I got nothing.
And now is the time of the show.
Yeah.
Where I talk about the quotes of Mariska Hargitay, sorceress, in her quotes.
Please.
Which is, because after she licks Gretel,
yes,
she says her third licking quote.
Gross.
Of the film. Because she has 3.
Yeah.
At least. Which is, you've ascended.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of realized that you could put her licking quotes on any sort of motivational poster. Or what they would call successories.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to reread the quotes now. And just imagine them as successories in your office like, at a WeWork.
Like a sunset.
Sunset.
Or a woman licking a doorknob. Go ahead.
Or like, a foggy panoramic view with a gateway with a tongue or whatever.
Someone rock climbing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's, imagine a sunset with, I taste a killer in you. Or, imagine like light beaming through a cloudy sky.
Oh, yeah.
That says, tastes like magic. Or like amongst a crazy storm, there's one flower that's budding out of the ground that says, you've ascended. All quotes said by Licking Homegirl.
Oh my God.
You can use it to decorate your office.
That's beautiful. I want to have a corporate office just so I can do that.
Just so you can do that, yeah.
Oh my God. You're so brilliant. You know what they do now?
Tell me.
They go to a pet cemetery. Do you know why they go to a pet cemetery?
Why?
I'll tell you. Because that's the only place that Gretel could bury Lilith and know that no one would look her up. So that's like a way to hide Lilith's corpse so she could later revive her. What's the word I'm looking for?
Exhume?
But with life. She wants to make her alive again.
Yeah. I love how Gretel goes, we're going to a cemetery. But first, costume change. Because she puts on this like whole new thing. She's like, we're going to a cemetery and I have the perfect outfit.
That outfit, by the way, Chef's Kiss, is like cottagecore goth. I've never seen anyone combine the two so fucking well.
Cottagecore goth. Why is that not an aisle in a Spencer's?
I mean, it probably is, but I don't know. This is like the accumulation of the entire movie. And like
what they would call the denouement.
Okay, sure, whatever. This is the part of the movie that I have been waiting for this entire movie. We get...
And also, it is the final 7 minutes of the film.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is the payoff, because before this, you've been bored. Pretty much. We get... Oh, yeah, we find out that Gretel has a pretty intense choking kink. She is fucking choking everybody. Anytime someone tries to be like, no, I'm the strong witch, she's like, take this on your windpipe. But she doesn't ever, like, touch their windpipe because she knows what a kink is.
Yeah, and I'm not here to kink shame.
No, she knows what she's doing. She's not actually hurting anyone. She's just letting them feel the pressure. I get it. But as she is choking last white witch, she's like, nah, fuck you guys. She tears her throat off. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I don't think she dies from it, though. I don't remember. Anyway, hey, wake up. We got to get the fuck out of here, I think is what Hansel says to Willie at some point. But wait, Willie's possessed now.
What?
And her possession is probably the best, most favorite part for me. Because, let me tell you why. Willie's dead.
Willie's been dead since the first scene, apparently.
Willie full on tears her face off. And with that, all of a sudden she has no skin on any of her body. And she's got these crazy ass tribal tattoos all over her body, which I fucking love. Put all crazy ass demon witches in tribal tattoos from the 90s.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Yes. And her eyeballs, fucking awesome.
Very cool.
Like, not even like
I noted
white.
her eyeballs.
Oh my God. Her eyeballs are like pink and red. Like, they don't look like eyeballs. They look like flesh, and they're gross, and I fucking love it. I guess because Gretel was bringing Lilith up from the dead, she summoned a demon, and I think that's what happened. I don't know.
Yeah. A little convoluted.
Yeah, it's not totally clear. Yeah, so now she's a demon, and it's great, and I fucking love it. And as she's fighting Gretel, Hansel comes behind her and slits the demon's throat, who used to be Willie. Awesome. It's a demon. You can't fucking kill a demon, but that's fine.
Yeah. And I think Hansel says this to the Willie witch.
Yeah.
Or maybe Gretel. I cannot remember. But he goes, so you're one of them now?
Like, why? It's like he's trying to catch them in like a lie. And it's like, we're beyond this right now.
Yeah. But I think it might be to Gretel. The witch that possesses Willie is around. And then Gretel's like, I'm going to fuck you up.
Right.
And Hansel says, oh, so you're one of them now. And they respond with, no, I'm better.
Oh!
Which, fun fact, when I came out to my parents as gay, they were like, so you're one of them now? And I go, no, I'm better.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and they're like, okay.
True.
Yeah. Fun fact, when I came out to my parents, my dad goes, kind of just been waiting for you to tell me.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
All gay kids, we all know.
I know.
And
right?
it's fine.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah. And then he goes, yeah, when I was stationed in Omaha, because my parents lived in Omaha for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I grew up in Omaha.
Oh, no, oh, yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nebraska, the state that no one remembers.
Right.
But when my parents lived in Nebraska, or they lived in Omaha, when my dad was stationed there, they loved to go to this one gay bar because I'm surprised people don't know this. Yeah.
Do you know the name of this gay bar?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
I could ask them. But they go, yeah, it served great drinks, strong, cheap drinks, which is like, gay bars do that because it's like, we know our audience.
Right.
But my dad goes, yeah, we would go to this gay bar like every Thursday for this happy hour, and there would always be a drag show. And I'm like, I'm 18. I just tell my dad I'm gay. And he goes, drag queens really like me, Nate. Just so you know, drag queens love me. I'm like, Dad, I didn't say this to him. I didn't have the heart to do it. But I was like, Dad, that's kind of their job.
That's like strippers.
That's like what they do. Oh
my God, this stripper totally loved me.
The stripper totally loved me.
I'm sorry.
She gave me so much attention when I gave her money. Anyways, I just like when she goes, no, I'm better. I'm like, bitch, same.
I love it. We were at...
Killed the witch, slit the throat.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and at that point I was like, killing this witch just seems pretty fucking easy.
Oh my god, like, you're witches. Why? How did it get so easy to kill you? It's been centuries and you couldn't defend yourselves any more than what?
It took a whole movie to kill one in the first Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
And in the second one, they killed like 6.
Yeah, and it's like they barely tried.
They barely tried.
We didn't even mention the fact that Lilith came back from the dead and got murdered by whatever.
Oh my god, yeah.
But because you know why?
A stand-in for Lilith.
Right.
Lilith.
It was not the same actress. So, but also, we did not mention it because it was there for like a second and it did not fucking matter at all. It was just like, hey, we did this thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget it. Hansel's really like into his sister. Like, he's so into his sister.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That it's like, bro, you're a witch hunter. Just chill out. It's obvious what's happening right now. Especially, like, this is the end of the movie. This is 100% the fucking end of the movie.
We're finally at the part where it's Hansel versus Gretel.
Right. Everyone's dead. Absolutely every single person in this movie, aside from Hansel and Gretel, are fucking dead.
Yeah. Lilith is dead again.
Again.
She did not stay long.
No, she was there for a good 5 seconds.
And I also love how, like, she had a corporeal form.
Oh, no, because it was her nasty body that had been decomposing for forever.
Okay, exactly, though.
Yeah.
There shouldn't have even been a body to decompose.
Because it blew up.
Because it blew up and burned.
Right.
So, like, how did they... I don't know. But then they fight for, like, a minute.
Yeah.
And apparently Gretel is also, like, an airbender.
Yeah,
I love how they were, like, fighting. And then the witch that apparently took over Willie's body comes back.
She's like, psych.
Psych. And then Hansel shoots Gretel in the shoulder. Which inadvertently kills the witch that took over. Like, and then it's like, oh, she's gone again. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, all my notes at the end of this movie are like sibling rivalry. Like, it's just them wrestling, and it's not even a convincing fight. It's just like, cut it out. Tree.
And they're fighting, and then something happens, and then the cops come.
No. Oh, yeah. The cops come, and he's like, because Hansel is all like ACAB, so he's like, you need to pay for what you've done, but not by their hands.
But not right this second.
Like, what? Like, what are you going to go do to your fucking sister? He like drags her off somewhere, and that's the end of the fucking movie.
They walk away and the credits hit.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? There needs to be a third one.
That
because
is
of
what
that.
I am fucking saying.
Yeah.
I need to know what the actual punishment was.
Also, like, cops come. You can't just walk away. No. They have questioning.
Did they not see them? Because they're right fucking there.
They just walk away.
They're just like, no, it's fine. We're
gonna settle it. We're gonna figure it out.
Get to the Scooby van. It's fine. What?
And that's it. Yeah. When the credits came, I was like,
no.
Wait. There needs to be more.
When the credits rolled, I wrote, what? What happens next? What? How? How is he going to make her pay? What? No, it's just all, what? No, that's not an ending. That, as I had said in the previous episode, with the first movie, I was like, that movie ended perfectly because it had like closure. Yes. And this movie ended like an asylum movie. It was just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, that was not an ending. That was bullshit is what that was.
If they had a third one, this movie came out like what, 2017, 2016? They've had years.
Yes.
If they had something that came out in 2020, great. Wouldn't have cared.
Right.
But that's it.
No, I have questions. I need answers.
Yes. And it's upsetting.
It's so upsetting because I didn't hate this movie. It wasn't horrible.
No.
I need more of this. I need answers.
I need a third. I need a Revolutions.
Yes.
I need Hansel and Gretel Revolutions.
Oh, and she likes get reformed and she's a witch doing good and she's like in Buffy when what's the one, Bad Slayer, who's like, whatever. And then she's like, no, I'm a good Slayer now. And then she does good stuff. I need Gretel to reform herself and be a good witch.
I need her to do community outreach.
Absolutely. Some services.
Yeah.
I need her to pick up trash on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What
not
fuck?
nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing. I'm mad.
Same. I was disappointed by the ending because, like, the first ending was so good.
So fucking good. It was perfect.
It was perfect, yeah.
It was exactly what that movie needed for an ending. This was not that.
I'm now not looking forward to the next Asylum film that I do because I'm like, it's not going to live up to what I've experienced so far with Asylum and Hansel and Gretel.
Well, I can't promise you anything.
Yeah. Well, whatever movie I pick is gonna have a sequel because I like to come back, and that's like my thing now.
Yeah. I love the sequel. Yes, I love the sequel.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite quote from the movie?
I do.
Ooh,
and it is also the same quote that I would like to put as if I could rename the movie. It would be in the movie title as well.
Ooh, do tell.
Which is Hansel versus Gretel: Taste me now, bitch. That needs to be that should have been the title.
Oh my god, that's fucking perfect, dude.
Right?
Oh my god, I couldn't come up with a title, so I'm glad that you did that because it's a free for all. It's everything.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what was your favorite quote?
I mean, I already said it.
Well, yeah, reiterate.
Of course, and I will. Please fucking explain why you tore off our grandmother's head.
Ugh, if I had a nickel for every time I had to say that.
Oh my god.
So I have a few things to mention to you.
Please do.
Or ask you.
Yeah.
As you probably know, because this is my third time being on this podcast, I like to go on IMDb.
Sure.
And I like to look at the trivia of films.
Oh, I didn't even check that out. Please tell me more.
It's so fun to do when you're watching an actual film because there's usually like 7 or 8 things that are just like, well, Jennifer Lawrence fucking wore nipple clamps while prepping for this role or some shit like that.
Wow, what movie is that?
I don't know. Hunger Games, funny enough. No, but it's just like always like kind of cool, funny, weird trivia.
Yeah.
The only trivia thing for this film, spoiler alert, it's not good, was Brett Leipzig played Hansel in 2013's Hansel. The end.
That's not a movie that was made.
Exactly. Not even the right movie title. The only trivia for this whole movie was this actor played Hansel once before. I only have one question for you.
What's that?
Which I feel like I ask you an iteration of this question every time I'm on this podcast.
Wait. Before you ask me, can I guess what the question is?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Which character would be gay?
Yes. Okay, yes, or yes, but not gay, but just lesbian.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Every single witch, because
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
What?
They're a bunch of lesbians.
I mean, why would we choose men if we have the choice? No.
Yeah.
No.
If you're immortal,
why would you want a dick?
yeah. So, what's your answer of all the witches? Who's gay?
Oh. I mean, who's the gayest? Because they're all gay.
Okay, yeah. I guess, they're all gay. There you go. All right.
I don't have an answer that's not every single one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Gotta ask if you have anything you want to promote at all.
Well, I have a newfound drive to do more stand-up.
Absolutely. I've got some bits planned about giving birth to a child, so everyone can relate to that.
I cannot.
What? I don't. What?
Yeah. I've never tried it. Don't knock it till you try it, but I never tried it.
You should totally try it. It is so horrific.
Is it?
Yes. It 100% is.
Can I ask you what you have coming up?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm also doing a podcast with my friend Jake, who has been a guest, called Faux Crime, and we are just going to discuss reenactments of true crime. So, like, movies that are based off of true crime. We're going to talk about what is authentic, what's real, what's whatever, what we enjoy about those movies.
Okay. I would listen. Well, yeah, you and I have to do some sort of subset podcast.
100% absolutely.
Yeah, I want to drag through the dirt 80s action films.
Oh my God, yes.
I want Die Hard to die
dick.
hard. And I just want you and I to sit there and be like, these men are so entitled. I want to rewatch and talk about Soylent Green.
Which was supposed to happen this fucking year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie. So my dad and my stepmom, who, fun fact, my father, Alan is his name, is a, side note, is a true ally to the gays.
Okay.
He loves being the dad of a gay man.
Who doesn't?
I don't know, but he thinks it's so cool that his son is gay. It's actually kind of cute.
That's fucking adorable.
But, oh yeah, every time when him and my stepmom visit, we always go to Roscoe's because they love Roscoe's.
I love that.
I was texting him today and I go, hey, BT Dubs, because I know you listened to the Hansel and Gretel podcast, and after listening to it, you watched the movie, because they did.
Nice.
And then my dad started listening to other episodes.
Love you.
And he was like, I loved the monster or dragon, the Jurassic Park.
Oh, Triassic Park?
Yeah. He's like,
whatever.
He's like, I just listened to that and it was so funny. He's like, Tressa's so funny.
Oh, I love your dad so much.
I know, right? He's so good. He's so supportive. But yeah, he was like, he's like, I'll definitely watch the Hansel and Gretel sequel. Because I was like, hey, just so you know, I rented it on Amazon. Because my dad and I are super cute. And we share the same Amazon account.
Cute.
What's really cute about it is every time when we rent a film, we always text each other. And I'm just like, hey, I just got Godfather for 2 days. So if you want to watch it. And so I did text him today. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I got the Hansel and Gretel sequel. I'm going to be doing the podcast if you want to watch it. And he's like, oh yeah, most def. I just listened to Tressa's dinosaur episode and it was really funny. So
it was a good episode.
Yeah, my dad follows your podcast now.
I love your dad so much.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He does.
What's your dad's name?
Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
Alan George Todd.
I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah.
But thank you, Alan.
Thanks, Alan. I just got to say.
Yes.
Loving the t-shirt.
Thank you.
Such a good t-shirt. So good.
Thank you. Designed by Dustin Mertz, who has also been a guest, which is also the thumbnail of the podcast. You can find in my link tree. Blah, blah, blah. I love this t-shirt so much.
It's so good. One, it's great album art.
Yes.
And now it's on a t-shirt. So good.
Are you kidding me?
So good. I love it.
Thank you so much. I love it.
I need to get me one of those t-shirts.
You do.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Oh, we should end this.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for listening this week, and I will see you next week.
Yes.
I appreciate you so much, and goodbye. Say goodbye, Nate.
Goodbye, Nate.
Oh, you said it.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me on, Tressa.
Love you.
I love coming on. Bye. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Asylum Case Studies. Special thanks again to comedian Nate Todd and a very handsome and talented Andy Slater, our mixer and engineer extraordinaire. Make sure to visit us at asylumpod.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever, so you'll never miss a case study. While you're at it, if you found any bit of enjoyment in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Unless you're going to be a dick, and then no thank you. So until next time, I'm Tressa Slater, and please fucking explain why you tore off our grandmother's head.